with three sisters. I'm the father of North America. The motherland is my bitch. Bitch, I'm the sky. Yeah, slight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. Yeah, now listening to the mouth of the next I'm employed our changing media. And I'm here to carry God uses motherfucking responsibility, bitch. WURLDIAH, bitch, I'm on that plane. Open ships, taking trips, flights. Bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold your bitch, sucking dick. Bitch, I'm on that plane. Open flight, boss, bitch, on that motherfucking plane. WURLDIAH, bitch, I'm on that plane. Open ships, taking trips. Bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold your bitch, sucking dick. Yeah, bitch, I'm on that plane. Open flight, boss, bitch, on that motherfucking plane. Open ship, open. Pull with 600 Indians if you was acting like you was a colonist. Pull with 900 Indians like we don't want you would think it's a problem. Pull with 200 Indians, smoke everything, gotta go get my column. It's not Chicago, we not in the building, but you would get spun like a column. I'm with the irony, waking up there with the ticket, you might get a politics. They just be thinking they ghosts, but they really just know that they just be anonymous. Pillars and columns, we pick up the profit and put your ass right in the column. Discovery guys, speeds, using constant and through the foreigners with scholarships. Certain diseases affected and bleeding, you know that the colonists causing it. Treating the land like a child in an orphan, and they was the one that's adopted it. Searching for gold in the silver, can somebody tell me what honor the copper went? My purpose is right in the center, the snow, and you see it, I think it's my opposite. You know I'm the spiritual pentagon land, and making my bottom bitch. WURLDIAH, bitch, I'm on that plane. Open ships, taking trips, flights. Bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold your bitch, sucking dick. Bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold flight, boss, bitch, on that motherfucking plane. WURLDIAH, bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold ships, taking trips. Bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold your bitch, sucking dick. Yeah, bitch, I'm on that plane. Hold flight, boss, bitch, on that motherfucking plane. Open
Yo, for that. Fort DeBaco raid. You know what I'm saying? We're going straight to Fort DeBaco raid right now. You know, get everybody scattered. Scattered around. Oh, I'm not in the conscious community. Oh, no. I've never been a Pan-African. Oh, no. We're get him. You know what I'm saying? Get him. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Let's talk about it for a second. Who adopted more kids in the conscious community? I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Who adopted more kids than the conscious community? Who spread more rhetoric than the conscious community? Who's more lost than the conscious community? I think the conscious community is a form of Jeffrey Epstein. Other than that, you'll find all the hood version of Jeffrey Epstein's. All you gotta do is tap into the conscious community. Other than that, and that ain't the reason, but it's a good segue to understand I got the subconscious community. You know what I'm saying? So the subconscious community is you understanding your mind, not you being lost in some physical representation to help you with your mind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You get all lost or whatever the case, because a lot of times y'all don't understand that these people is abducting kids. And the reason why somebody in the halfway house right now, they was raised around some Hebrew Israelite, some God body, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. The reason why somebody just got caught with 10 bricks in the trunk, I guarantee they was around a Muslim. I guarantee they was around somebody, you know what I'm saying, who was lost in the sauce and just made up something, and they was the feds the whole time. Never get that mistaken, because there's a real deep game going on right now that people don't be understanding. And for the most part, that's why these people are so interested in Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you seeing your own character. You seeing your own quality. You know what I'm saying? So you see your own quality in other individuals and stuff like that. So you only gonna talk about what you interested in and stuff. I ain't interested in this. That's why y'all never hear me talk about no conscious community or whatever the case. But the moment y'all start seeing them cross lines and boundaries or stuff like that, you get raided. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all just be talking to the air. Y'all need to know that. Y'all don't be really talking to no kids or nobody and stuff like that. And if we want to like really decipher all of y'all are Jeffrey Epsteins. All of y'all are fake colonists, and all y'all is like hood psyops and pedophiles and stuff like that. It ain't not. It ain't not one conscious community person that ain't no pedophile. You could point all these cats got cases playing with little kids, all of them. That's why you can't be having no person trying to teach you about something, and then they trying to tell you about the Epstein list, and these cats' whole line, lineage, everybody they be a part of played with little boy's booty hole. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to tell me I'm lying. Do I gotta get in the detail? You know what I'm saying? Do I gotta get the details? You ain't about to tell me that these cats booty holes ain't getting played with. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to tell me that they ain't been in those situations where they was compromised or whatever. And it all come from these infiltrations. The infiltrations of hood economics, infiltrations of the gang or whatever, infiltration of Hebrew Israelism, infiltration of what else they call that? It's a whole bunch of things they call the whole whatever you start doing, that's what they're gonna call it. You know what I'm saying? If you was the Hebrew skateboarders, it'd be Hebrew skateboard. You know what I'm saying? If you was the religious fanatics and stuff like that, it'd be the pan-religious fanatics and stuff. Now, they got these other terms and stuff that they trying to call it and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? You need to know what these things actually is. You know, they're psyops. You know what I'm saying? So when we start talking about, the only thing they gonna talk about is things they like to do, abduct kids. They trying to abduct some kids right now. A lot of these cats' booty holes is still red from the age of 13. A lot of these cats' booty holes still red from the age of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From the age of 24, 25, 27, grown man. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you gotta think, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? These cats, they don't be sitting down for years and stuff like that. They just now start sitting down, copying me on YouTube and stuff like that. But they wasn't sitting down for a long time. Their booty was hurting. These cats wasn't sitting down. All they was doing is standing up in front of microphones and stuff like that. Getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So either they booty hole red or they seen an alien. They booty hole red, they seen an alien, or they psyop Bobby Hemmett. They did something. These cats did something like, so they can tell you all about the P. Diddy energy. They can tell you all about the all the concepts that they experienced themselves. You know what I'm saying? They was sitting back watching while they booty hole was flaming hot Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? Booty hole straight flaming hot Cheetos. And so y'all gotta be careful. Y'all can't just be listening to everybody and stuff. They get y'all rocked to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So they only gonna talk about, so they lost too. Think about what they talk about, foreigners all the time. So they like the foreigners. Why don't come over here and start talking about foreigners and you a foreigner? You know what I'm saying? Ask them their religion right now. It's something that's from a whole different continent or country or something like that. These cats just be psyop and stuff. So these like hood colonists, right? They're trying to, or at least trying to be. They'll never get nobody. Everybody they actually got, they abducted and played with the booty hole. And we got to hear them complain when they grown man. And you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And anybody else that they did probably in jail right now, doing 100 years or whatever the case may be. Because they ain't, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, they conscious community ain't did nothing else. All they did was create a whole bunch of cookouts to rock people to sleep and abduct kids. So yeah, peep game. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to be no made in 1972 Hebrew Israelite star constellation nation system and stuff like that. Hey, there's nothing since then. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff, like all this stuff. Y'all gotta be careful listening to these things, because these is just lost people scattered all over the place. And whatever tactic they trying to create, they ain't do that with their next door neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So now they online trying to do it in a more broad, extreme way, like you could do it with strangers. No, we online right now. This is what you showing as your MySpace page. You scouting. You on YouTube trying to scout. You know what I'm saying? You on YouTube trying to scout people. You know what I'm saying? Nah, y'all got to get offline now. All conscious community people got to get offline. The moment you start hearing them start talking about, yeah, we trying to reach the kids or something. No, it ain't. Don't YouTube got some like thing before you click live that is 18 or older? I swear it got it on there when you get ready to start a live. It got 18 or older. Ain't no kids listening. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. That's not my daughter. No, I said I keep 100 right now. Goddamn, we can look at all of us that been seeing that. It ain't going nowhere. So y'all don't get to like try to create some rock and roll system around this or something like that. No, y'all gotta go sit down somewhere and go get y'all diapers. You know what I'm saying? Go get y'all diapers. Go get y'all go get your corner store Arab jobs and stuff like that. Make sure Arab might allow you to sweep. You know what I'm saying? The gas station clerk might allow you to sweep. You know what I'm saying? Preaching ain't it, G. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Preaching, intellectual concepts, all that ain't it. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all thought it was it, it's time to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, how many y'all had like 100 years? Y'all had 100 years. Y'all, what y'all, 50 years in or something like that? Y'all somewhere around when hip hop started and stuff like that. So if hip hop about 50 years or whatever the case, God body energy about 50 years in. God body energy about 50 energies. So I don't think y'all need to be worried about Epstein. Every conscious community person I know already Epstein. They do it in lower class ways. It's like low hanging fruit ways and stuff like that. Every time you hear about some little boy in the hood booty hole played with, it's somebody in the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? Every time you hear about somebody going to jail or something like that, they got rocked to sleep by somebody in the conscious community. And these guys be up here trying to preach, teach. They be talking about stupid stuff and they just lost it. And that's another thing. Y'all got to learn how to get out of European mind concepts. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody sit around and argue these things. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, if you in the hood like me, the last conversation you having is about Epstein. The moment you bring up an Epstein, people gonna tell you to shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you online, you probably don't understand the nuance because you ain't from the hood to understand why somebody will tell you to shut up or whatever the case may be. If you from the hood, you already got uncles, you got other people, you got everybody else who, man, it ain't take no sense. They wasn't doing what they was doing since 1994. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody wait for no CIA or no feds to release no list for us to discover nothing years later either. Everybody got locked up that week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everybody got, even people who ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? They probably family visiting or some things of that nature. They got locked up. You wrong time, wrong. You know what I'm saying? Wrong day, wrong time. Wrong time, wrong place. Now you gotta fight yourself out of a case because you just showed up. You on vacation, going to family reunion. You end up at the wrong family member house and get raided and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They figured that out in no time. Real stuff. Let P. Diddy did something. We know all about it. We know all about the baby oil. You know what I'm saying? We know all about everything. We all over his nipples. We know everything already and stuff like that. Why is y'all sitting there wasting time about something somebody already knew for since 1994? You know what I'm saying? You go try to make $1 million, $1 billion or something like that. See how far you get. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't working with them, you ain't even gonna make it to no 5-7 years. That'd be a psyop too. Anytime y'all see somebody go down, and then it be word through the hood that they was getting watched for about 7-10 years. No, they would have went down that first year. Somebody was a rat that 7 years. I said somebody was being used that 5. You know what I'm saying? What don't they? I said these guys don't be having cases like that. Y'all cats be over exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta chill out at times. Like y'all be up here floating out all these things. Man, ain't nobody abduct more kids than the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? I know who Flavor Flav is and stuff. I know who African Bambaataa and them is. I know it. I seen these cats. You know what I'm saying? I see these cats a whole lot of stuff. I know like YouTube give us the ability to see videos in 1994. Y'all know that was the time, the best beats, best hip hop beats. 94, 95, 97, right? But best hip hop beats. I'm probably like 5. I'm gonna be stretching it. Yeah. Best hip hop beats. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature, and stuff like that, or around there, 6. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be in some flunked out energies where y'all was getting psyoped by the Fight the Power crew. The Fight the Power crew was the cats that was lost. They came in the light of making you sound like they was against the drug dealer rappers or the thief rappers. And the drug dealer rappers, thief rappers, they stopped doing that. They was like, man, I'm just doing this. I ain't doing that no more. I'm just trying to be a rapper now. These cats start losing sales and stuff because they handler can't make them be used for kids. And really the people that they can make them be used for kids, they always the perverts. There's always the abductees. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you hear somebody talk about that conscious community stuff, they don't eat bacon. These cats do be eating bacon. They be lying. What's the difference between bacon and turkey bacon? You shouldn't just like bacon. Anything that got bacon. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Why is it something different because it's turkey now? So, you know what I'm saying? No. You just lost. You ain't in no civilization, no agriculture to make your own food substance or whatever the case may be. I want to hear all that bull. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear all that bullshit. None of that. That. Don't all that bullshit. I'm saying that's all y'all be kicking us up. So these cats be out here with esoteric fishing rods, being fake fishermen. They don't know how to fish though. That's the problem. They don't know how to fish. So they all scatter. So when they scatter, they gotta do psyop stuff. So they like fake colonists too. They psyop everything. The highest thing they psyop, they gonna psyop some Haruba stuff. They don't know where they at. They all lost. They forgot they supposed to come up with something. So, but when you ain't in no one area and one territory, you're not able to develop that and give meanings and reasonings to what made y'all come together and built a certain way and get out of all the negative circumstances. Y'all don't even live around each other. Y'all be making up that stuff when y'all be saying us and we and stuff. Y'all don't live around none of y'all people. Y'all, especially y'all family. Y'all don't stay around none of y'all cult members or nothing. Y'all just a whole bunch of grifters and stuff like that. Go in a city or something like that and go all live together. Before you do that, y'all ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just talking and grifting and scamming and talk about y'all seeing aliens. That's it. I'm the only alien. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Me. And I'm on Earth. I'm telling y'all to play out as men and women. Some of y'all got the head shape of an alien. Oh, there that. Yo, salt rubber tire kneecap head. I'm over that. Oh, that. Y'all soft in the mental world. Y'all ain't got no warrior skills in the mental world and stuff like that. Y'all still talking about the religions for the past 2,000 years. That wasn't really 2,000 years and stuff. Y'all still talking about that. Who sit around and debunk these things? Y'all grandmother probably tired of hearing y'all. Y'all grandmother like, y'all still trying to come up with some weird debate. Chalk it up, man. Y'all lost. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. The white man ain't supporting y'all with lost rhetoric. Ain't no more that y'all could get crumbs off of and think y'all bigger than people that look like y'all in y'all background. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all dried up. God took that energy from y'all. Y'all thought y'all was on God's side too. Y'all be the main ones casting stones at all the Europeans and stuff like that. But God took y'all to y'all power. Y'all say all that weak grifting power. Y'all said all that weak. I seen aliens. I say all that weak. God took that too. God ain't on y'all side either. Y'all know that. What made y'all think God on y'all side? Y'all say y'all grifting too. So you just trying to do a little sneakier and stuff like that, abducting kids, playing with little booty holes and stuff like that. The only difference, y'all be getting all ethnic little groups and mixed people that's like, they parents can't survive and stuff, so they parents be thinking they can trust y'all and stuff like that with y'all schools y'all never open. Y'all saying with y'all little dances and stuff. Oh, sit your lame ass. Oh, go back to drug dealing. Oh, better than that. Y'all done lost y'all goddamn minds. It all going for that. Because you got peep game. Look, when they start talking about Epstein and stuff like that, a lot of times they try to throw shade out there because they hiding from what they be really doing. They be the real ones actually abducting little kids and stuff. Oh, you got to show me why we see something different. We don't see nothing different in history. Why we don't see nothing different in history? Why is a bunch of little kids and stuff like that? Because a lot of times too, people over exaggerating about stuff. Man, we gotta let. Well, at least y'all gotta let white people fight their own battles. They ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Because you gotta think about it. If that actually happened to real people, real individuals, you know how famous somebody drunk auntie will be? You know how famous somebody uncle will be and things of that nature? One of their nieces, nephew, or somebody's parents, brothers, sisters, family members. This is one of the reasons why colonization ain't as extreme as it used to be, and it's more of a mental thing. Because you got to deal with that type of headache. You're dealing with hundreds of people when things really happen. So you got to create scenarios where things appear to may have happened another way based upon people being lost in the mind or whatever. But if it ain't that, then for the most part, don't get too lost. So when y'all getting lost in Epstein stuff, Jeffrey Epstein, where is these people's family? Why ain't none of these people family out here being the most famous person in the world saying, I'm about to get rich? Ain't nobody about to do that to my family member or whatever the case may be. How these people, we got to wait till these people themselves tell us what Bill Cosby did to them. I said we got to wait till these people themselves, 80 years later, before they die, they ain't get their job pension because they ain't retire on time or something like that. And the government still rocked them to sleep and took their check somehow still. And we got to hear from them about 80 years later and stuff like that about goddamn what Terrence Howard did or somebody. Oh, they about to use them now, so I should even say it. Y'all know that was the only reason they even put Jay-Z and Pusha T, these cats be sitting around watching people's live streams. These cats are watching my live stream. Oh, this is a good one to get them distracted. I bet everybody in those communities feel like it's more important if Jay-Z and Pusha T up there. They like hip-hop, yeah. So if Jay-Z and Pusha T on the card, yeah, they gonna spend more time destroying themselves. As if we gonna just normalize pedophile and pervert energy itself, no matter the ethnicity. Like, how is we just making people able to murder people and do pedophile stuff? In that case, it's normal. It's normal for somebody to be holding on some documents and give out pieces of it. Who got the documents then? Read on who got it, release it in small portions. How come no one else get no fair justice like that? When you do a crime or something like that, you get locked up the next day. You don't get no grace of somebody years later saying, yeah, we just gonna release what this person was doing piece by piece by piece. Who always knew what the person was doing? You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you just keep it. You keep that list. So at some point, this is a whole mind game, and this is what y'all be lost in sometimes. And then this is what the people who really be abducting kids is the conscious community. They doing it right now. They really be abducting the Puerto Rican little next door, the little Haitian next door, the little Jamaican next door, the little Native next door, the little African American next door. It be these goddamn grifters out here. You know what I'm saying? They right next door. They gonna try to tell you, yeah, don't watch TV no more. Now the only thing you know, you just watching them and your booty hole hot and red and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you're able to watch now. Watch memories of trauma in your life and stuff you can never get over. No, I said you gotta be careful. They always do that to they the first people to tell you, don't watch TV, watch me. No, I say, oh, these cats ain't shit. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell y'all that right now. Don't let them get away with that and stuff. They your kids next door. You know what I'm saying? Your kids up the block. Your kids in the playground in the Bronx Brooklyn Zoo up the street from the 21st Ave of Taft Projects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your kids up there. That was a local rapper coming up there and stuff like that. This cat trying to make somebody's booty hurt and stuff like that. Oh, I've heard that. I heard of Dawes Effects. I heard it. Oh, I've heard that. I'm saying, ask Chris Tucker how his booty feel once he left Michael Jackson and Clive Davis and them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start asking how people's booty hole feel. So you can't just be running around out here just listening to somebody tell you stop watching TV. Man, people be having alternative motives while they be saying that. You just can't be listening to everybody. For real. You can't be all the time start watching TV. What you want me to watch then? You know what I'm saying? You gotta start asking that question for real, kids. Ask that question. Don't have no big old muscle inflated soy mayonnaise Ziploc bag, a goddamn swamp man face, walk past, talk about, yeah, you need to get initiated or something like that. Start watching TV. Start ask homeboy, what you want me to watch, Bigfoot? What you want me to watch, Captain G.I. Joe? Yo, start asking these cats that. Ask like, what you want me to watch there? Because if you don't ask that, there's going to be a whole portion of your life you wish you never seen. Now you got to walk around supposed to be a man, but you got those facial expressions that another man can look and be like, you seen some stuff another man wasn't supposed to see. Just walking around on your facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? And slowly but shortly start to recover your body language. You know what I'm saying? On a little 90-degree angle. Like, keep it stiff. Keep it straight. Don't shake. Oh, no! Oh, no! Trying to get monetized for it. You know, those the highest I've done these. So don't let nobody tell you wrong. I wasn't even gonna go online. I ain't gonna go this long. No, so I just wanted to send a message because they the first people out here telling you these type of crazy things. They got the highest lostness about aliens, philosophy, religion, and stuff like that. And they ain't got nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in some energy where they just want to repeat something, and hopefully they can get about 50 of y'all in jail. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can get about 50 of y'all sick or something like that because y'all done sprayed on they instant deodorant, candlestick, cologne, perfume or something like that. And they ain't putting no discrepancies on there. They meant to tell you, oh, you're supposed to just hang it on your wall. You're supposed to hang it on the refrigerator. Oh, you're just supposed to light it on the kitchen table or something. You know what I'm saying? These cats ain't tell you the recommendations and stuff like that. They just told you some instant deodorant, candle, ointment stick or that. Oh man, that cat sold you for $9.99, $9.95. This cat selling it for the same price. in Menace to Society and Old Dog in there. Why you gonna sell it for the same price these cats selling a tape? Y'all ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't about nothing. Y'all just out here just lost and stuff like that and trying to abduct more people, and y'all be abducting adults. It be well giving they booty hole open adults. You know what I'm saying? As an adult right now, like, yeah, I like this. So when you start seeing an adult start going super hard on God body, Hebrew Israelism, Muslimism, these cats be practicing. Little do y'all know, these cats be wanting to be like white boys. They go harder than white boys. You ain't got to study no Bohemian Grove. Go to a Muslim Masonic lodge. You know what I'm saying? Go to somebody with a tight bucket, a tight little bow tie on. They got arthritis and a thyroid or something. You know what I'm saying? Got eczema on the Adam's apple. None of that. None of that. You gonna see way more than whatever book these cats claim they teach you about, and you need to go initiate with them now. They're gonna tell you to start watching Walt Disney. They're gonna tell you to start watching Walt Disney. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you to start watching Walt Disney. I'm gonna tell you, look, it depends on who tell you. If grandma say it's time to do the chores and stuff like that and start watching, okay, that's another reason. You hear angels saying it and stuff like that, okay, that's another reason. You hear these cats saying that it's alternative motivations and you gotta be careful. These cats be trying to act like deacons, like, you know what I'm saying? The government might put out a story. This deacon did this priest did that. They probably ain't even really did it. You somewhere like confessing this actually happened to you, to your family. They're like, why are you telling us so long what happened? It's some Johnny Cochran looking dude. You know what I'm saying? That's up the street. The church y'all always been going to. Man, y'all better watch these people. Watch these. They look just like you. They look just like you and me. They look just like you and me. A little bit more like you. Based on percentage scale and all that. But at the same time, I said, I heard them in Atlanta talk about, yeah, y'all get prepared. Watch out on the roads for black ice. I heard that. Y'all know I'm spiritual. I see something else first. I hear something else first before he talking about physical. Oh, no, I be somewhere else first. Oh, I'm saying. I know who Fannie Williams and them is. I know what's going on. Stuff. I know these. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fooling nobody. I ain't fooling nobody. Lie like you monkeys. Nobody lie like a Pan-African. Nobody, baby. Nobody lie like you. Nobody lie like you. Nobody lie like a Hebrew. Nobody, baby. Ever play with little kids' booty hole. Real stuff. These guys be telling you right now, hey kids, don't do drugs, don't do weed. I'm telling kids, don't go with adults playing with little boy booty holes. I said, which one? Which one gonna cause more trauma? I said, a person could quit weed. They can't quit the trauma that's repeating in their mind from their booty hole. I said, they can't repeat. They can't stop that. They can't stop that. Hey, that don't. A person can stop weed, and weed never led nobody to suicide, and don't smoke weed. Get your booty hole played with, left with trauma, left with people committing suicide and stuff. Never be right to this day, and still selling instant deodorant candlesticks. Who abducted more children? You know what I'm saying? So we got the peep game. Don't let these people lie to you out here and stuff like that. Yeah, they gonna be real into the Jeffrey Epstein. They trying to throw the light away from themselves. And they acting like fake colonists too. These guys about to hate on the government and stuff like that. These the first niggas using AI. You know what I'm saying? These the first niggas using Psyopps and fake channels. Let me have my chat open. Here they go, would have been all in my comment section and stuff like that with some retardation, grifting energy and stuff like that. Then you go listen to them, you might as well go be a Christian again. You know what I'm saying? You listen to them, you might as well be a lost lost in goddamn foggy man land and stuff like that. Simpson, Muslim, I said real stuff, a whole bunch of simpletons. So you ain't gonna never get no cure for them. You ain't gonna never get no actual good conversation about no religion or anything of that nature, because they ain't got one. They ain't got no culture or nothing. They can't compare and contrast on nothing. So they just psyop and stuff, and they made up what they think teaching is. Teaching means teaching your people or whatever. And if you got some good stuff that they could take with their culture and stuff, that's it. Then hopefully that leads into bargain and exchange in some way. These cats need a roof over their head. They got to pay their child support bills and stuff like that. So they're in situations where these cats are just grifting, and they made up what they think teaching is. They think teaching is regurgitating something that some Europeans created, and then in the next breath claim that they woke you up to something that you could have read yourself. You could have went to the library yourself. You said you could have read the Bible yourself, because they damn sure ain't give you no other idea how to look at it. I said they ain't give you no other concept of how to look at nothing. They ain't give you no culture. They ain't got you no city or state or nothing like that for you to live in, and y'all could claim what that is or whatever the case, and they ain't got no rights in government, nothing. They're about nothing. You know what I'm saying? About nothing. They just talk power warriors. You know what I'm saying? They talk power warriors and stuff like that. So they agents too. So if they online, they trying to round up everybody who actually warriors or something like that. Like people got time to be a warrior for something else, but they pockets, they bank, they children, they family. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't talking what you talking about, if you ain't talking about that, y'all some grown funky ass old men that Taco Bell y'all need to start preaching that Taco Bell, not in front of the goddamn bars and clubs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Like, I don't know what y'all got lost in and stuff, man. Them ain't careers. Go learn a curriculum or something like that. Stop hating. Y'all just some haters. You know what I'm saying? Deep down, y'all are haters and stuff like that. You got to look at the spirit from the equilibrium. Look at the spirit world from the equilibrium. Shit. Look at the spirit world from the equilibrium. What you actually doing is just hating. Whether you hating on somebody else's concept, culture, or whatever, y'all try to make it look like it got something to do with somebody need to care about y'all instabilities, and all y'all do is manifest a whole bunch of people that ain't y'all people. That makes y'all people. How is those your people? What's that? That's right. That's why right now you can see a whole bunch of Hebrew Israelites with Puerto Ricans in there, white people in there. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with it or not. I'm just saying these cats don't practice what they preach. They're grifters, they're scammers, and they're trying to play with people's booty holes. And there ain't a lot of people that they can play with that's their same kind anymore. So that's why they're acceptable to other stuff, right? Because these be the people that just want to be accepted. So they will allow themselves to get their booty hole open and accepted into first. So they get their booty hole initiated. So it's a booty hole initiation club. That's all. It's an initiation booty hole club and stuff like that. So y'all got to peep game. These people be right next door. These people sometimes be the substitute teacher in these high schools and colleges. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? These guys be having fake churches, fake schools, and stuff like that. And little do you know, you might be a kid and you didn't convince your parents to support something, and they supported that room for the janitor door to be locked for a few seconds to get your booty hole played with and stuff like that. That's all your parents supported. They ain't supporting nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They thought they was doing something. They thought like, yeah, my kid need to go to this school or something like that because I want to take it out of public school or charter school or something like that. And you got your kid initiated into a booty hole club school. So you know what I'm saying? Your kid ain't gonna never be the same. Your kid ain't about to never be the same and stuff like that. And these cats online through the filtering system of what we call conscious community and stuff. Man, before we even get to playing with kids, all these cats got Epstein files. All these cats did way more than Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying? But we need to talk about people who right next door to people abducting people. You know what I'm saying? Every conscious community person, the whole reason they're a conscious community person in the first place, because they abduct kids and they pedophiles and they crime sheet is the highest on the block. You know what I'm saying? So these cats already be feds. So they get taught what to do, like how feds do it, and then they do it in a weak way. You know what I'm saying? They do it in a little weak. So they come in disguise. I'm helping people, but you ain't gonna never see these people when you get locked up after doing something what they said. They're gonna be the last people supporting you too. Now I said they're gonna be the last people doing all these things of that nature. It's they doing it on low class levels, other than like business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics. So you will see them doing stuff like how you will see a lower class version of, you could see these things happening and like politics and stuff like that. Like for the most part, right? You know, you ain't even got time, but you will sit around and probably see gay ass Don Lemon or whatever the case may be, and then depending on what you into, you might think it's okay to go do that yourself, and you actually get locked up. And then you forgot it was wrestling. You forgot it was a whole set up plan, just because no one even cared to go into a church or protest in the first place. So you didn't forgot that it's wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't forgot these people got some type of get out of jail free card that they ain't go to jail in the first place. It's just a show, and your ass really in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because you just did something stupid, and they gave you the energy of thinking you can actually start protesting inside of a church. Or just like the fake Black Panther crew, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So you done got lost, and you got lost into all the goddamn it. See, that's y'all all foreigners. So like y'all see things different. Like that's why you gotta raid that whole little thing, like the Baco raid. It's like y'all jump from one monkey tree to another tree. So I don't be knowing if y'all in on that y'all selves, or y'all just stupid and fools too and stuff like that. Cause y'all sit up here and believe that stupid Black Panther stuff as if that ain't ice. But then y'all ain't even from no strong lineage, so y'all don't know how to see certain things. Y'all don't even know how to see even the people that they got combating that. Them psyops too, them damage control psyops. You know what I'm saying? Now since he didn't go as far, you know what I'm saying, they had like 2 or 3 other backup plans, right? You got the other chick that probably ain't got nothing to do with Henry P. Houghton, claiming he was his niece. Then you got this other person talking about they ain't really, man, y'all wouldn't have heard none of that if it wasn't no content creators that ain't involved in none of that saying that it's fake in the first place. So dude ain't get away with it. So then they give you other strings to jump on. Man, all of them is fake. Keep that in all of them. Ain't none of them Black Panthers. Not the Henry P. Houghton niece. Not the other person saying the Black Panther's fake. And not the Black Panther dude himself and stuff like that. That's why he switched the name, because they realized it wasn't going in the direction it was supposed to go in. God don't care about none of y'all stupid humans' narratives beyond what y'all trying to do it for. That's what y'all need to understand. You know what I'm saying? The narratives, that's being attacked. Your reasoning, that's being attacked. So you can't hide from the fact that you play with a little boy's booty hole if you in the conscious community, or you a Pan-African, or you trying to have a church or a school or something like that. You only doing that because you trying to play with a little boy's booty hole. You went through things where you ain't get girls like that, or you caught an STD too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like you STD'd up in some way, shape, or form. So you are limited in your mind on ways of interacting with people. So when they get into the root chakra and sexual energies and stuff, you start having weird thoughts in those areas too, because you already debilitized in your mind in some type of way due to the fact of whatever happened to you, or you having multiple STDs and stuff like that. So y'all be like sick. Y'all cats be sick and stuff like that. Only sick people, Hebrew Israelites and Muslims and Pan-Africans and all this weird stuff and stuff like that. Y'all sick. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a person who think they got common sense once they got out of jail for 18 months or something like that. Y'all sick. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. So stop trying to poison y'all own people, and then y'all out here trying to talk about other people and stuff like that. When y'all the main pedophiles, y'all the main people who got a longer Epstein list. Y'all got all the Epstein lists. I guarantee if we get into y'all sheet that ain't got nothing to do with a crime sheet, Lord knows how many women y'all gave STDs to. Lord knows how much you in debt with child support. You know what I'm saying? Lord knows how goddamn other people's credit you didn't rock to sleep and things of that nature. I mean, y'all monkeys ain't shit. Y'all don't teach nothing. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing, and then y'all want to talk about stuff. No, y'all need to start saying y'all interested in these things. When y'all talk about religion or whatever, stop claiming y'all having debates that's really based on logical fallacies. Just say y'all interested in religion. Even when y'all talk about science and stuff like that. Stop saying y'all scientists or y'all trying to teach people science. No, you just interested in science. You have no curriculum yourself. You can't add on to nothing. All you can do is regurgitate and go against other people of imaginary arguments. All y'all dumb goddamn jailman scholars or whatever the case may be. So I don't even know what type of argument y'all even making up. Y'all dumb. Y'all ain't nobody, people in the hood that's actually intelligent, especially like me. Y'all ain't nobody people will have a conversation with. As soon as you start talking that dumb shit, you won't be having no conversation. This is why y'all online with that. This is why y'all be in front of bars and clubs with that. This is why y'all be in some fake revolutionary fake stuff like that. Because that's what you have to resort to. And y'all make up stuff which y'all think y'all trying to save the hood from or whatever the case may be. That's how we able to tell the difference from someone and who's doing these things and that y'all claiming, that y'all demonizing, and people who ain't doing these things, but they live amongst that realm, that spectrum. So when we talk about hood people, right, you would get people from the hood but they're agents and they're getting ready to try to colonize it, because then they'll start talking about it in a way like, yeah, in the hood we got to get rid of drugs. In the hood as if they don't know, people don't want to sell no drugs. People ain't trying to kill. So the drugs and the guns is just what's there. If it wasn't guns and drugs and we was exchanging sticks and stones, people will be doing negative shit over that, because the first reason is a necessity for survival. And since the government made surviving getting money, you can't go in your backyard anymore. You got to go to Walmart or Kroger's and stuff like that to get the food off the shelf or have it the case and get clothes on your back. Then this is what only people is doing anything for. And you have certain people that may do it in extreme ways, and people who may do it in lower class ways. That'll be people who just do it civilized or do it in ways that the government gave for you. Oh, yeah, I need tissue. And I was running around outside a lot. So, for the most part, don't nobody want to do these things, but y'all get lost into how people be reacting and responding if they got away with it and validated and got validation from it for a large portion of the time. Like a person might get a lot of validation based upon how people who can't get they 1-2 together in that same area look at these people and perceive them. Or they might have got away with things, so they think they can keep getting away with it based upon if it's against that law concept. But at the same time, it's just the things or the access they have to do what anybody gonna do anyway. So it ain't the things itself, the guns and the drugs, it's the situation people was in. Everybody with common sense know that. If you can't teach that, you're not a scholar. Nor do you spend enough time being in a position where you develop your own expertise and you have those solutions when it comes to business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics and stuff like that. So you're not waste your time talking about white boys all day. You spending more time talking about your culture and what you're doing. And if y'all not doing it, it's not going to be upheld. Y'all haven't even found that yet to even start building it. Y'all too busy talking about bull crap and things of that nature. So even when you ask an ex-con, an ex-drug dealer or something like that, that's the first thing they start breaking down. The stuff you need to understand, and they didn't really want to go that far. So that's just a man-to-man situation, a woman-to-woman situation. Moment you start hearing people generalize stuff and things of that nature, like they ain't got no aunties, uncles, relatives, siblings, and stuff like that, they getting paid to do that. And they be looking just like you. And they be coming from the same background as you. And if you leave your kids around them, that's when you gonna personally experience having to witness the crazy stuff in the world and pedophile energy and stuff like that. You ain't gonna personally experience Jeffrey Epstein playing with your kids. You ain't even got the money to even live around these people. But goddamn it, you will have somebody who stay right next door to you or run that fake school or that church up the street, sit there and tell you, yeah, you have to watch out for these type of people, and do that right to you and your children. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only time you ever heard a story. Preacher Bobby Johnson playing with somebody's booty hole. Rapper African Bambaataa playing with somebody's booty hole. what's homeboy name? Bobby Valentino getting his booty hole played with. Michael Jackson getting his booty hole played with. Chris Tucker getting his booty hole played with. That's all you hear. Busta Rhymes getting his booty hole played with. You know what I'm saying? Split Star, his hype man, almost make you think like how the whole time we always thought Safari was just a hype man. We didn't know he was fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicki Minaj stuff. Like we gotta start looking at Spliff Man and Busta Rhymes like that. You know what I'm saying? So these people right next door to y'all, you know, and goddamn in these complex buildings and apartments situations and stuff like that. Don't let these people sit up here and rock you to sleep because they make good music. They act good. You know what I'm saying? They preach good. They rock you to sleep with an instant deodorant candlestick real good. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew up the street. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people rock you to sleep. These people is the first people get ready to abduct kids and stuff like that. They trying to psyop everything. Since I'm the most lit and things is going back to where it was right now. Here these cats go psyoping me. They're about to psyop. All you about to hear about is planes, some indigenous, something, and they about to claim they did a whole bunch of stuff. You don't have to talk about it if you claim you did it or whatever the case may be. That means you're lost already. Y'all need to take up that ethnogenesis y'all had with Arabs, with somebody else and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, they be naming stuff and brought y'all here for to be that area. You know what I'm saying? If they allow Arabs to get them stores faster than y'all, that's what y'all need to take up with. Y'all not in on no other type of argument. Y'all not in on no type of starting point. Y'all not in on no type of culture. Y'all not in on that type of stuff. Like, y'all don't think right. Y'all think stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, like, stop psyoping stuff. That's what y'all just need to do. Stop scamming. Stop grifting. Stop trying to make people believe y'all lostness. All the way down to y'all seen aliens. You probably seen one me. That's it. I'm probably the only thing to talk about at this moment. Y'all about to start hearing the conscious community start talking like that now. They about to start talking about dinosaurs again, aliens again, DNA again, indigenous people again, all this stupid ass stuff. And then every example is just representations of people who don't know themselves. They ain't never talking about themselves. What do you know? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Go find that. Find that. Develop it. Create it. No, that's not a teaching telling people who's stopping you from knowing you. Ain't nobody stopping y'all from knowing nothing. For you to be in that position itself means you just don't know yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Lazy people who's not willing to uphold something. That's what that means. Whether it was your auntie, your uncles, your crackheaded mothers, fathers, grandparents, whatever, you just part of a lineage of crackheads. You know what I'm saying? You're just part of a lineage of lazy people who don't uphold nothing and want nothing important. You don't get to make an excuse of colonization. Colonization don't stop people from upholding no language. Colonization don't stop nothing from people upholding no culture, no way of life, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Laziness does. Well, I don't care, so I'd rather just do this. This is the easy way of doing something now. That does it. Yeah, we have to start looking at reasonings to stuff. If you part of a culture or a lineage and you claiming somebody took something, no, you part of a lineage or something like that of lazy people. Y'all didn't look at the spiritual world as important. You know what I'm saying? You didn't look at you probably trying to psyop Christianity and say you more the Christians first or something like that. Just like Hebrew Israelites or whatever. This means you're part of crackheads. People who are just like, oh, this is just safer. Or if you want to, depending on how much you want to stretch it back, if you go back centuries, it's going to be the people who just accepted the massa quality. Oh, I'm just going to get on a boat with massa. Is either that. If you want to come up to date a little bit, let's say if you want to go to the 1800s, I'm not getting involved with massa and them Indians. If you want to come to the 19th century or the 20th century right now, early 1900s, and it's just you being an infiltrated agent yourself, leading people into a burning church. And then if you want to come to the 21st century now, and the 2000s, it's just grifters and Billy Carl's Winslow Carsons and stuff like that, and acting like fake family matters and stuff like that, because y'all fake brotherhoods and stuff in these colleges, and claiming that y'all seen aliens, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. But however you want to go, it come from that spiritual lineage. It don't come from no spiritual lineage already somewhere and fighting for it, because you and y'all people made the name, made the name up, made the culture up, made the whole thing up, and the whole thing itself. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, nobody want to hear all that other dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? People just be talking dumb. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get you in jail. They don't work right now. They can't even work on their own people. I haven't seen no Pan-African motivate somebody to protest yet. You know what I'm saying? So don't let them try to claim false credit for y'all. What else y'all got? Y'all got that ADO stuff. Y'all got that FBA stuff, right? If you're African American, separate from that. Separate from that. I got a piece of y'all and me. And I'm telling you, separate from that type of stuff. That stuff is gonna lead you to jail or false protests, or however the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, right? These people was the first people that was trying to get everybody out and protest. Since they don't work no more, right? They're gonna try to claim you and what you doing that ain't got nothing to do with anything. The reason why you ain't protesting because you got kids. The reason you ain't protesting is because you got real life circumstances and responsibilities being a grown person and the way society is changing, and you got to kind of track what your kids is watching online and stuff like that. Stuff like that is more important. And inflation and everybody having to come together, and even a lot of y'all having to live up under one roof with a bunch of your family and stuff like that. These are serious times. And when right? These cats gonna try to claim that y'all ain't protesting because of something they saying or something they doing. Ain't nobody watching them. So don't even let them do that with y'all, because that's gonna give them wiggle room to be fake colonists and throw y'all up under the bus to even get help by the European system that they throw y'all up under. And it's a psyop way of throwing y'all on the esoteric burning bush, leading y'all to a burning church. So they'll try to say, yeah, they the one got everybody not protesting or something like that, or not getting involved or not voting. No, they don't. And it's so much immigration, and everybody, we all have to, in the hood, we all have to fight because we all mixed up and stuff like that. We have to fight between each other cultures and stuff like that, natives and everybody, Somalians, Puerto Ricans, Africans, and stuff like that. Ain't no one pocket that they trying to make it seem like it's a one pocket. This is why I don't even understand the uproar when y'all hear Fat Joe say nigga. He from the hood. I don't get it. And nigga is a subsidiary from just people from Nigeria. So it's a colonization. So if anybody should take offense, it's Nigerians who's American colonized and people from the West Indies and stuff like that, but specifically Nigerians, right? It's them being generalized as anybody who come from the West Indies, and you was brought over here to the Americas to mix with natives or the Spanglers or the Europeans or and things of that nature and stuff after colonization start to happen. So if you just look like you have African traits, Nigerian nigger Niger is from Nigeria as it's just people who got DNA from there, but you might have been born in America. Just because you're born somewhere don't mean you're from America. That's why we always have to pay attention to your phenotype. But at the same time, and your genotype, the way your blood works and stuff like that. So that'd be your skin texture. Everybody's skin texture is different, not the skin color. You got the same skin color as someone else, but your skin texture is different. Now, here's the thing. So, but it just come from that. So these people start getting into some energy saying that, yeah, they got everybody not protesting because of some Pan-African stuff or some FBA stuff. As if every other ethnicity paying attention to 3%, and y'all don't even know who y'all are. Half of y'all are like just like 50%, 50-50 white and black. Like when you start getting to these Javon dude, boxer dudes, and all these people that y'all be claiming just black, no, they white and black. We know what white and black mix and what race that create. Drakes and stuff like that. And depending on what phenotype it take, you either more white or you more black, and then that's it. It's just your family and whatever you create is going back to white or going back to black. And black, what type of black? You want to talk about the tribes, because black ain't nothing. Ain't nobody black or white. Humans is blood, walking blood stains. So everybody is a different blood variation. That's why you just look like pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you European, you are a lighter blood variation. If you are Asian, a yellow blood variation. Native, a olive or a tan caramel variation. African, it could be like buttermilk. If it ain't the tan, it's the buttermilk or red bone type of light skinned, like Jamaican or red bone or dark blood variation. Um, um, then you get to other people and stuff like that. So when you think about blood condensing, the mind condense and become blood and condense and become our organs and condense and become the tissue. So when you look at the tissue, it's really just like a color of blood, but blood coming into formation. So that stain is ultimately like a copper, a tan. So we all just really different variations of copper tan. And depending on what geographical location you're born on, what made you, just like animals and stuff like that, you're going to be lesser the percentage or higher on the percentage. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't, let's not say less or higher. A different variation of the percentage. You know what I'm saying? Because lesser or higher, y'all start getting into y'all weird dichotomies and start trying to boost y'all egos when you lack in another area and start claiming a percentage scale of something is what make a group of people better than another. Just like how y'all do melanin. Y'all stupid. You know what I'm saying? But it's just basically, and this is how you actually teach. I don't know what y'all be doing. Y'all regurgitate and then add your opinion, which makes it a logical fallacy, and then y'all built debates off of it that ain't debates. Y'all need to stop that crap. But for the most part, because y'all be inspiring kids to do, no, y'all ain't inspiring nobody. I'm starting to think everybody that seem like is new joining y'all conscious community stuff is AI. But at some point, when you just think about, I had another point. That's going to make me lose my point. And then add your opinion. Let's not say less or higher. Yeah. So it ain't about a percentage scale lesser or higher. It's just different variations. So an animal gonna have different spots. It might be a bear, but it's gonna have different spots in one location than another. So that goes for Europeans, Native Americans, Asians, and the African and Arab tribes and things of that nature. So that'd be the Somalians, the Africans, the Arabs, the Brazilians, the Egyptians, and things of that nature. So how the Egyptians became Arabs is kind of like how the Spanglers and Native Americans became Mexicans. You see what I'm saying? And they failed on the eastern side of America trying to do that with Nigerians and the Africans. So your ethnogenesis is with Arabs, Asians. This is why a lot of y'all Asiatic, but you can still be like super black. And you got the super chinky eyes. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Arabs and Asians, that's who y'all coming over here with white people bring y'all over here. But y'all gonna be more susceptible to mixing with them. You know what I'm saying? Then the early, and then it could be like now. You know what I'm saying? Just like how my dad mixed with now Native Americans, my mother. But at the same time, when it comes into, it never changes. That never changed. So when it comes into the East Coast, right, there ain't no new nation the way they tried to make Mexicans, which Mexicans ain't no new nation. You just got small pockets that's more native, and other pockets that's more Spangler. And those are going to be the ones that's like Christian or whatever the case may be and stuff like that. But when you get into the amount of people who it's just the same amount of Mexicans as you got white and black people that mixed, and you have this mixed breed of people walking around. You know what I'm saying? But they just white or black, and they haven't made a nation name around it. But that's what we white people is trying to do, but they failed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that kind of concept and things of that nature. But then when it comes into black people themselves, y'all still fucking. Y'all ain't colonists, but y'all still having sex. So a lot of y'all that's in the military or came over here and led people into burning churches and stuff like that got Brazilian wives. Or like my father, a Native American wife. Or like or goddammit, Bruce Lee. No, not Bruce Lee. Drake's mother, husband. Goddamn it, shit. Or wives or girlfriends, whatever you want to call it, because everybody ain't married, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it in context. And y'all in that situation now. You ain't gonna come across no Pan-African Psyop person, Hebrew Israelite, or FBA or ADOS, and they with their same race. You know what I'm saying? And then the way how they try to separate, they separate themselves from knowing who they are. A lot of them are Arabs, or Somalians, or Haitian, or Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Or just white and black. Not native at all. You know what I'm saying? Or Asian at all. Or whatever. Because you was just born in what? A lot of y'all was born in the 80s, 90s, the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So if your mother or your father ain't something, you ain't that. See what I'm saying? And because when it comes to mixed people, it flushes, your DNA attacks itself. Your blood cells attacks themselves. So you're only the mixture of something, and you're more the percentage scale of whatever's the more the phenotype is, and the other one is dormant. So whatever kid you have, you're still the other thing first, and just mix with the other thing. After 1.5 generations, that's it. Your family didn't change race. That don't make any sense. Where do y'all get that from? So it's like y'all just be getting lost and things of that nature. I don't know where y'all get that from. Just like if you had a kid, and let's say you mixed and you had a kid with someone else that's mixed, so the kid, it don't work the way that Colonist trying to make y'all make it work. If that's the case, Europeans wouldn't exist no more. And all the races that was here wouldn't exist no more. It would be no such thing as, it'd be just, everybody would be this new mixed thing. So that don't make no sense. If you still got people here that can mix, that mean it's a flushing system, not something new being created. There's no such thing as a new ethnic group being created. Y'all get lost. Y'all lost in national terms and stuff. So it don't work as one kid being mixed, then that kid have a kid with someone else that's mixed, and it's just mix, and that person new. No, it doesn't work that way. When two people, let's start off pure. Two pure people that's from different things mix, first kid is 50-50, right? But it is the DNA attack itself, because if we would have never interacted with each other, it would have been still people getting sick off just contact. So these are developments of life showing you that there's certain things you have to figure out how to do when you're doing it the wrong way, mixing with people. But for the most part, here's the thing, right? Then because that's ultimately what's going on. Y'all trying to make it seem like that's normal. That's really not normal. That's an American thing that Europeans created. You can't really go nowhere else. You can't. That's why other countries don't want nobody from America talking about we all this and we need to come together with that protest type of talking quality. They don't have that problem in other areas and stuff like that. That's some American stuff due to the fact of it being a melting pot and people trying to control everybody else. Other than that, there will be no such thing as a news channel or TV with rhetoric in it or native hobbyism and stuff. There will be no such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand America's starting point for you to even be experiencing what you are experiencing. So for the most part, right, then you got that being mixed. Then let's say both of them go mix with others. That's not about to be something new. The first mixed person is still with more the percentage scale and the phenotype weight out of. They just mix with the other thing. They going through their whole life with their body attacking itself. Then if they have sex with someone else, right, the one that was more on a percentage scale is the strain of DNA and that person's side of the family that's going to be more on the side of the kid that they had. The other parent that was less on a percentage scale is going to start disappearing through lineage. This is how a lot of y'all, especially when it comes to y'all FBAs, could say that, oh, my grandmother had white in her. And y'all allow colonists to tell y'all that bull crap too. That's only a small pocket of people. That's not everybody. Everybody not mixing with everybody. I don't know where y'all get that from. But when y'all be trying to argue against natives and native people that's mixed, this was the colonist argument they give y'all. A lot of these people, grandmothers, just be really And I don't know why y'all make up that argument of grandmother. Grandmothers have to have children, right? Shouldn't this be your actual parents, your mother or your father? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how you know these cats, they don't be having these conversations themselves and having it. They just get it straight. They're paid. But then they'd be like, yeah, a lot of these people, grandmothers that y'all be seeing, is really a person white and black, right? But here's the thing. Then why do you? That don't make any sense. But then if it makes sense, some people grandmothers ain't white. Let's say the one is white. It's hard to tell. You got to go down the lineage. And why is it hard to tell? It mean in reality separating from your bias, trying to use it as an argument or going against others, so you could really have a starting point to teach the real way. It mean someone had weak DNA and then the lineage who was fucking part of the weak DNA is disappearing. So it was so much DNA attacking itself, that person that was mixing, their lineage is disappearing, and you only see the one who was the DNA that was fighting inside of that person that was mixed, who whitewashed it. So it's just more the phenotype. So here's how that one drop rule, even y'all try to make it make sense, it don't, but here's how you can get away with it. Because you still look like a nigga, you still look black, and you can still claim you got 30% of European, right? Something's happening. I just made it make sense. Everybody DNA attacks itself, and when you mix, that really ain't, we wasn't supposed to start doing that, but since we do that, that's what actually happens, and that's the only reason some other person DNA could get washed out in the mixing system, and a person could still look like Akon. Okay? So, for the most part, there is no other way that can be. So, for the most part, there is no such thing as new nationality. So, when y'all be making up stuff like, oh, this new African American is this percentage of European, this percentage of Native American, and this percentage of African. No, a lot of y'all are just mixed with other Africans. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all, a lot of, it's like 90% of y'all don't got no European in y'all, and no Native in y'all. And then here's the thing too, that's a European made up thing, just because Africans was one of the main subject matters that they was bringing over here. So this is what they're adding y'all to with all the rhetoric and changing history and stuff like that. And then the first thing they teach y'all to do rhetoric is Native Americans is from Siberia or some stuff like that, right? And then y'all always want to make it seem like Europeans, it takes them. I even heard somebody say some stupid stuff that when Europeans mix with some black ancient people in America or some black ancient made up tribe somewhere, this would create Native Americans. I never seen white people mix with anybody and make a Native American. You could be a white person right now and fuck an Asian. That won't be a Native American. So y'all stop that stupid stuff that Native Americans come from Siberia, because y'all want European arguments to work about natives not being here and this was a vacant land. And then they have to be a mixture of something, but Asians could be pure and Europeans could be pure. And then you could be an agent Pan-African pushing this rhetoric, at the same time self-projecting you something that ain't pure. You get ready to tell us you some mixture of European, Native, and some stupid stuff, and you ain't no pure something. So you got all these arguments of how you the beginning of something, but the moment you an agent, you don't realize how you sound stupid to people in reality and other ethnic groups and other people in the hood and stuff like that. And some of y'all people who are intelligent, like brother Polites and stuff like that. Y'all don't think deep enough. Y'all, this is why so many people left y'all Pan-African stuff. But y'all not around real people because everybody ain't trying to get online. People in the hood I'm around ain't trying to get online. Y'all don't hear the reality of it. So you not knowing the conversations of how y'all look. So you will be in one breath saying y'all the beginning of everything and stuff like that. And then when y'all try to do the colonist roundup energy, how will we be waiting on to hear? Y'all start talking about how y'all the mixture of everything. So y'all trying to come in a light of something, come in love, or come in like you a like of something. No, you are an agent. You know what I'm saying? Understand that. I don't know why y'all be feeling like y'all is cool to be an agent. Like, because y'all think people don't know. No, people do know. That's why y'all lost influence. It's just people ain't trying to get lit to tell y'all that. And y'all got somebody intelligent like me online. But y'all see, I ain't never been trying to be a part of y'all stuff. Y'all ain't my culture anyway. But I'm just saying, that's why it is so easy for y'all to try to psyop me like colonists psyop everybody. But at the same time, That's what it is. It's in that type of circumstance. It's in a situation where they put themselves in a position of they lost. And then how lost they be, they don't be knowing that they don't got no culture or whatever, but they speaking for everybody else. So when it's time to hold their feet against the fire, they end up being everybody that they was talking about again. Ask them right now. Ask the FBA or somebody right now and things of that nature, right? You hold their feet against the wall, they're gonna become a Muslim. They hold their feet against the wall, they're gonna become they was the American first. Americans is some European stuff. They was the native. You hold their feet against the fire further than that. They was the conquistadors. There was the traveler conquistadors, Arabs. You know what I'm saying? You push them further than that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. No, you just Akon. You know what I'm saying? Stop rocking your own people to sleep and spreading STDs. Because that's what they doing. They trying to make everybody think that they seen aliens. Ain't nothing alien, but when y'all start having sex and y'all spreading STDs. That's the only thing was alien to a female's body before she had sex with y'all and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to rock people to sleep with y'all instant deodorant candlesticks too. And I love all y'all from Barmer Heart. Flight Boss, bitch, you know. For sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and responsibilities. Erecta Swa, Hill Hope that Yalla Hoop, Massasoit, Mama Natoit, Massasaki. And watch them too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they're the main pedophiles. They're the individuals that got the a longer Epstein list and things of that nature. They already criminals, and they get ready to come into a disguise like they got a church or some school, or they got some event for you, or whatever the case may be. All they get ready to do is rock you to sleep, rock your pocketbook to sleep, your bank account, your money to sleep, or make your booty hole like a flaming bag of hot Cheetos. So y'all better be careful. Be careful. I know who African Bambaataa is. Y'all said we seen these people online. Y'all said don't get caught in the crossfires